be giving you 10 easy steps to get your front walkover in this video. So let's start with stretches. So we're going to be starting off with stretches because you always want to do that before any skill, because if not, you can actually get very hurt. So for your first one, you can do a straddle and try to stay like this. You don't have to put your hands on the ground, but I'm going to. And try to stay in this for at least 30 seconds because it's stretching your arms and your muscles, not stretching your muscles, but it's giving you body strength and stretching your legs. So okay, then once you have that, you can go into a split and you can reach down the middle as far as you can. If you're not comfortable with reaching down the middle, then definitely don't do it, because you can also get hurt from that, because you can pull your back muscle or anything like that. And if you can reach down the middle, if you're comfortable with doing it, try to keep your legs straight up. Try not to go like that or anything like that. So the next stretch is a split / a lunge. If you can't go into a split or you don't want to, you're not comfortable, then just kind of go like this. It still stretches your leg, and that's totally fine if you just go into a lunge position. But if you are comfortable doing a split or you can do one, then definitely try that. So I haven't been practicing my split lately, so sorry, it was kind of bad, but go as far as you can. That just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how big or how good your split is, just it stretches your leg anyway, so just do as good as you can. This next stretch, this is optional because I know that it actually hurts some people, but you're just gonna lay like this, and this is stretching out your back, mostly your legs though. It's gonna hurt right here, and when you do this stretch, you want to make sure your legs aren't going like this, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be like this and you're going to lean forward as far as you can. Make sure your legs aren't coming up. If they do, then don't go any farther down, because that means that your body can't take it, and that's how you pull muscle. So if you're like here and your legs are like this, then definitely do not try to go farther, but you're just going to try to reach down as far as you can. If you can't do that, then you can do the next step, because that is stretching out pretty much your legs, arms, and your back. So Lucy will show you that one though. So you're going to stretch it out as far as you can, like I just did. But if you can't do that, then stay tuned for the next. So the next step, when I did gymnastics, they called it rock and roll, and now that Bethany does gymnastics, they call it jelly bean. So whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter. But you're basically going to hug your knees to your chest, not all the way, because that will hurt your face. Just kind of like this, and you're just gonna roll back and pull yourself up. This will stretch your back really well and your arms. Not really your legs, but it stretches
a little bit.
A little, but not as much. And yeah, but it kind of stretches your whole body. But yeah, just go as many times as you want. These are 4 things that you should have that are gonna help you do your front walkover, especially the second thing that I'm gonna show you, which you'll find out in the next 2 clips. In 2 clips, you'll find out. So that one, in my second one, you're definitely gonna need that to get your front walkover, or you're like not gonna be able to do it. But my first one is a handstand. So when you're doing this, you don't need to have it too tight, because when you're doing the front walkover, you're practically not doing a handstand at all, but it does help with your front walkover, I think, and Lucy thinks I think. So, like I said, it doesn't need to be tight, because you're not going to be doing that in the front walkover. It just needs to be a handstand that you can at least hold for 3 seconds, if not more. It doesn't have to be a perfect handstand. And try not to fall over. If you fall over, you can try it a couple of times, because this is definitely going to help you. Okay, so the next skill that you should have is standing up from a bridge or a back bend. Either way, I find it easier in a back bend, but if you don't have a back bend, that's totally fine. You can do a bridge. But I'm just going to, for the example, I'm just going to show it in a back bend. So if you're not comfortable with a back bend, just do it from a bridge starting at the ground. But you're just going to go into a bridge or a back bend and then just stand up. So this is my second one, like I said in my first clip, that you have to have, or you're never going to be able to do your front walkover. I mean, obviously you can work on this, and then you can come back to this video after you get it, but I think that that you should probably have it before you do this video, because there's going to be a bunch of steps with it. So this is a handstand bridge. So you're just going to kind of have your legs spread apart, and you're just going to go into a bridge make sure when you're doing it, you don't land like that, because then you're gonna get back up. But for front walkover, you need to have a nice handstand bridge, and you need to land like that, because then you just stand up. So the fourth and final skill that you should have is similar to what Bethany just did. It's a front limber, and it's pretty hard. Like, it's not hard, it's just harder than a handstand bridge. It's really similar, but basically you're just standing up and you're keeping your legs together this time, which you don't have in a front walkover. But the standing up from the bridge after doing a handstand is kind of the idea of a front walkover, except your legs are apart, and in this skill they're together. So here's just what it looks like. So this is the third step to getting your front walkover, and it's getting into the motion of a front walkover. So this is how I started off learning it. So basically, Bethany's going to show you another way to get into the motion, which is like similar except a little different, but this is how you do it. So you basically go down and just lift your leg up, which is kind of the start of it, of a front walkover, except each time you're going to get closer and closer to a handstand by lifting your foot that's on the ground up. So like each time you just keep doing it till you get a full handstand, and this really gets a good motion of getting into the front walkover. This is the last one. And yeah, and then you can go back down. And this is like one of my favorite steps, because it's actually kind of fun doing that, so yeah. Okay, so this is the fourth step. This is kind of like the last one that Lucy showed you, but it's going to be on a wall. This is kind of the only wall that we have blank in this room. So if you have a TV and it's on a mount, you can't really hit it, but like for it to fall off. But you want to make sure you don't hit it and crack it, of course. But you should probably try to find a wall that doesn't have anything. But make sure that there's not picture frames, because I've watched a fail video and they were doing a handstand and all the picture frames fell and broke. So wouldn't want that. But basically you're going to go onto the wall. One leg is going to be like here, and it's going to be like that, and the other leg's going to be like that, because that's kind of the position that you're in when you're going into your like practically handstand bridge, and then you stand up in a front walkover. You can touch the wall, but I don't. Okay, so the next one is just practice your handstand bridge, but I don't know what to call it. It's like a mix of a handstand bridge and a front limber, because you're not standing up, which you would in a front limber, but you're actually gonna put your legs together, and in a handstand bridge, you kind of put them apart to get into it. So it's confusing, but you're gonna practice this skill. Here's what it looks like, because I can't really explain it in words. And then you're just gonna go down rather than standing up, which you would in a front limber. Okay, so this is the sixth step, and this is running into a handstand bridge. So you're gonna run into that, and then just go down. So this is the seventh step, and you're gonna stand from a handstand bridge. So here's what it looks like. And you're gonna get up slowly. You can even like bring your hands up your legs, because it'll be a little bit easier than just like standing up. Yeah, getting up straight. You're doing a front limber. But you mean walkover? Yeah, a walkover. And then you're just gonna slowly, that was bad, stand up. I'm gonna do that one more time. And you're gonna get into it, and then just slowly stand up. Now you're gonna put it all together and run into a front limber. And you can stand up slowly or quickly, whichever works for you. It's kind of almost a front handspring, except in a front handspring you're jumping into it, but in this you're doing one leg at a time. And this is actually a good warm-up for a front handspring, but maybe we'll do a tutorial of that in a while, but yeah. So now the ninth step, we're almost there, guys, is getting a spotter. So my spotter is going to be Bethany. So now pause the video, go get a spotter, and then show them this part of the video so they can do it right. Because if they don't, the spotter or yourself may get hurt, and we don't want that.
So what you're going to do is you're going to have your hands about where their stomach and their back is going to be when they're doing their handstand bridge. So you can have them go forward, but I kind of know where she's going to be because I've done this many times. So what you're going to do, you're going to estimate where they're going to be. You're going to have them do their handstand walkover.
Handstand bridge.
Yeah. Hold their stomach in their back. Then you can switch your hands if you're not comfortable. Have them either rock themselves back and forth or jump. And then you're going to help them stand up.
Which is hard for me with a spotter for some reason. And then, once you're comfortable with that, practice it a few times, and then you're going to actually do your front walkover with the spotter. So here it is. So once you have done all the steps, here's what it looks like in the end.
Okay, so here's mine. Mine isn't as good because I've only had it for a few days, and technically I'm not supposed to do it at home because when I go to dance, if you do dance or acro, when I go to acro, they tell us don't try these tricks at home if you don't have it, and I didn't have it at acro. I didn't have the standing up part, but I tried it at home, which I wasn't supposed to do, but now I have it, but I'm not very good at it, so.
Okay guys, we just wanted to point out that Bethany, when she did her front walkover, it may have not been the best just because she doesn't like being filmed doing tricks on camera, because even though her handstands weren't the best, she could do better. So we just wanted to put that out there. And plus she doesn't fully have the skill, so that's why it wasn't the best, but we just want to say she can do way better than that. But anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed it.
Like I did it off camera a bunch.
Yeah, she did it off camera really good. But anyways, don't forget to smash the subscribe button to join the subscriber fam. Click the like button if you like it, and leave down some videos for Diabetic Logo. And comment down below if doing these tips helped you get your
because we'll do more videos. And I just want to say one thing. You can probably tell that Lucy has like a
yeah, I have a Jolly Rancher in my mouth.
But I just want to say, I would have it in like when I was doing my trick in case I bumped her or anything like that on accident.
Don't have it in your mouth.
Yeah, do not have anything in your mouth. Right. Even if it's just food, do not have anything in your mouth when you're trying to do tricks.
To keep you guys safe. But anyways,
any trick, really.
Yeah. So make sure you comment down below if these tips helped you get your front walkover, because we'd love to know if you found this video helpful. Anyways,
so
we'll
we can
see you
do
guys
more
next time. Bye. Have a
Lucy.